Yo, yo, yo. Mic check, mic check. Can everyone hear me?
You sound a little shoeboxy, man, but I can hear you. How do I sound?
Shoeboxy.
A little
Really
shoeboxy.
I just finished Big One Mocks. Maybe that's the reason. Not sure. Okay, we'll get into it.
I turned it up. You're good.
Awesome. This is Matthew from the Gateway, everyone. Welcome to the WIP this week. Excited to be back to my Metaverse hometown, the whole WIP fam. I'm so excited for this episode. We have first of all, we got Spherical Art with us today, aka Paul, Scent OG, WIP fam OG. He's contributed art to the WIP in the very, very early days. For anyone who attended the WIP, they walked away with some Spherical Art nifties. You can see his art hanging up in CryptoVoxels. Absolutely amazing stuff. He's a serious artist and super excited to hear what he's up to. And then we have the TheNFTAttorney. Whoa. Let's whack someone real quick. That sounded dangerous. Anyway, we have the TheNFTAttorney with us today. Really excited for non-legal advice and see where his mind's at, looking at the metaverse and the NFT space. And then rounding everything out, we have Cipher, which is comprised of Kinchasa and Ezincyrpto, another sentient OG, WIP fam OG. Big shout out to Crypto Woman, Spherical Art, and Indefatigable, who co-own the CV space that we're sharing on right now. It's a community parcel. Really excited to be hosted here. Really excited to get into the updates and the Q&A. So if anyone has any questions for these speakers, make sure you ping Show, tag him, and let him know your question, and we can get into that. Other than that, no special announcements. Just enjoy the WIP, y'all. Enjoy being together. Have fun. Let it hang out. And with that, I'll pass the mic to my dude Rizzle to get the hype train rolling for us.
Dude, after the instruction to let it all hang out, how can I get it more hype than that, man? All right, let's do a couple things. I got the big WIP drop. Wait, hang on, I'm trying to scoop up this paint drop. Trying to steal my drop thunder. All right, I dropped the podcast channel right above the WIP channel. I think everyone should see it. Put the WIP drop. I did it correctly, so y'all should have 15 minutes to claim it. Just hit the little thingy underneath of it, and that'll get dropped into your TipsEC wallet. A lot of new people. If you guys have questions on how to eventually claim all these tips, don't hesitate to hit up myself, Matt, Sandy, Dragonate, any of the mods here. It's actually very straightforward once you figure it out, and we'll get you all set up with that and everything. We have exciting lurkers that we're not allowed to talk about. Sandy and I are giving tours to famous people who might be here, and we're not allowed to tell you who. So say hi to famous people who might be in the audience. Maybe they'll make themselves known at some point. Let's see. We're going to drop the guest book. That should be around here somewhere. Check out the events links channel, which is one above the podcast. We'll be dropping the POAP link in there at some point, as well as any other relevant information. The CryptoVoxels link should be in there too. The big announcement and the only real major announcement I have is the Token Smart Conference 2022 in Las Vegas is happening in March next year, and I want everybody there. It's quickly turning into a tattoo convention. In case you weren't following, like the Twitter like hype thread that's going on. Yes, Vegas, baby. Seriously, y'all have like a year to scrape some money together to come to this thing. I would love to see every OG person in the house there. So seriously, like, think about it. If a year goes by and you literally have not been able to scrape the money together between now and then, and you've been hanging out with us this whole time and you want to go, let's find a way to bring the whole fam, right? So Token Smart 2022 Vegas, we're going to have like a Metalympic competition running somehow throughout the thing. We have more stuff in store for you than I'm allowed to tell you, which has something to do with these tours that we've been giving lately, which is also like confidential information. So I don't like being restricted, but I'm doing it for the greater good. I'm trying to keep this stuff under wraps, but it's going to be awesome. So yes, let's all make it happen. Big shout out to the WIP crew, the bot squad, the mod team, everybody who's been making this happen for so long. Easy, Paradox, Trippy, Show, Timmy, Tubador, Frankie Needles, Alex, Guts Berserk, GB, Grev, Con Wolf, Cynthia, Rogan X, Sandy, Dragonate, Trislet, Quigbell. There's so many more people who put their names and their reputations on the line for us on a regular basis, and you are all so very much appreciated. So more drops, more cool stuff to come. With that, I believe Spherical Art is up next. And yes, for those of you who remember, he's been dishing out some art around the whips for a very long time now. So, dude, if you're here, man, take this mic away from me. Or maybe I whacked him. I'm low key running a 10K or a 5K or something with Spherical Art in like not too long. He's from out my way, so I gotta start training because he's about to kick my ass. Oh, here we go. Yes, dude, sounds great.
it morphed into the WIP Meetup. Anyway, Matthew asked me if I would make 6 consecutive attendance reward NFTs. I really learned a lot about animation doing those, and maybe some of you still have them in your wallets. A little later, like a couple weeks later, Matthew suggested that I enter the GrowYourBase and Cent art contest. And so that knowledge that I got from working on those WIP rewards came in handy. My GIF won, and I got that 1 ETH prize, and I immediately uniswapped it for whale tokens. So my NFT adventure, my art adventure, suddenly became a nest egg building adventure as well. Matthew's a big NFT art collector, as you know, and early on, he invited me to see his collection here in CryptoVoxels. He's especially proud of his premier piece, which is Saint Nakamoto, Satoshi Nakamoto, at the computer eating a sandwich of fiat and writing up Bitcoin. Anyway, it's a masterpiece that he won at auction in 2019. And if you haven't seen it, I suggest you check out Matthew's Twitter feed. His handle is Nifty Time. His bid was the highest ever paid up to that point for an NFT on a super rare. And he's written several articles about the importance of collecting NFTs and the pleasure of it as well. And so I knew then that I would start collecting when my work started to sell. And that just happened for me in the last couple of months. It happened on the Terra Virtua platform. So I have to give a big shout out to Jeff, Azimi, and Russ, and the rest of the crew at Terra Virtua Art for making that happen for me. Now, today, Matthew's created even more opportunities for me and my friends by hosting the WIP Meetup in our little gallery here. What can I say except I love you, man. Thank you. Now for my upcoming project announcement. I'm going to be hosting a weekly podcast on the Mag NFT Discord server starting next month. The subject will be discovering NFT artists. Magmaster, who runs Mag NFT, featured me in some of my art in his magazine this past February. I was talking with him on Discord, and I was bragging about this new NFT artist I had discovered and I was collecting. And he told me about his favorite NFT artist that he just discovered and was collecting. And we talked for a while, and he saw how passionate I was about collecting. And so he said, why don't you do a podcast about it? And I thought, yeah, it'll be a chance for me to give back, to shine the light on some of the artists who deserve it and create some new opportunities for them as well. So each week I'll feature 2 or 3 artists without any advance notice to you or to them. And I'll explain why I like them and how I found them. I have pretty wide and varied tastes when it comes to art. For me, I think art is like food. I eat all kinds of food, all different types of food. I can't limit the art I like to one genre either. Of course, it'll just be my opinion, but with so many new and established artists rushing into this NFT space now, and so many new collectors following right after them, I think there's a growing need for a little curation and education, and I hope to provide a little of that. So I hope you'll check it out and get the itch to collect as well. And that's it for me. Thanks. Spherical Art, dropping the mic.
Damn, Paul. That was beautiful, man. It brought me back to those happy memories. And when we first met, when we first chatted, the NFT NYC, that meetup, that bar, that night was just, it's unforgettable. It's one of the best memories that I have in my life too. So thank you for sharing that with everyone here. And love you too, man. But let me see and pass the mic to Show if there's any questions for you.
Hey, Spherical Art, what's going on, man?
Hey, Show.
Hey,
Brad, how you doing?
Good, good. I mean, we have to keep the love fest going, unfortunately, because I had a bunch to say too. I was like, super hyped when I saw you on the list for this week's WIP, and yeah, I mean, for those of you who don't really understand where Spherical Art is coming from, maybe you're new to the space. Spherical Art's connection with Matthew is like a big deal. It influenced so much. So this is like some serious shit going on right here. And let's just keep this little secret between me and you, okay, Paul?
Sure.
Matthew is a genius, actually, for asking you last year to create those original animated WIP NFTs, because like it was so next level. It taught so many people about the level of skill and ability that's in the space, and taught us about you know, your process when finding geometric shapes to serve as subjects or backdrops in your pieces really boggles my mind. So I really appreciate you too, man.
Thanks, Joe.
In regards to Headspace and also your brand new project coming out, when did the conversations start, and who were the ones really kind of throwing these things at you?
About the podcast, I have to say the first NFT I bought was like, I think January or February, and it was Dragonate's. It was Dragonate's first 3D sculpture, and it really just blew my mind, and I had to buy it. Plus, I know him, and we've chatted many times. So, but then I discovered somebody else's work, and they're I don't want to say who it is right now because I want to feature them in a podcast. So I'm not going to say who it is, but they're in a foreign country, and I've never spoken to them before. But their art just blew me away. So I started collecting it, and I think in February I mentioned it to Magmaster because he had done a feature of my art in his magazine. And I said, "Look at this artist that I found. It's incredible." And he said, "Yeah, well, look at this artist that I found that he's collecting." And so we started talking about the artists that we like. You know, a bunch of artists names came up, and so then like a day or two later, he said, "Hey man, you want to do a podcast about it?" And that really got me to thinking. So this has been stewing in my mind for like a month and a half now, 2 months. But and I just recently got on Clubhouse, and there's a really hot NFT scene going on there, and NFTs are being discussed there 24 hours a day, it seems like. And I've been in some of those conversations, and I've noticed that, you know, in the NFT space, there's not a lot of there's nobody performing the task that art galleries that perform in the real or traditional art world. You know, they curate or educate based on, you know, who they select to be in their galleries, but it's kind of stifling because it shuts out a lot of people who aren't, you know, well known or in their circle, or who are not well connected. That's what I love about NFTs and the crypto art scene, because anybody can get involved, and there's hidden gems everywhere you look. So I'm really excited about bringing to the forefront a lot of really cool talent that I see, and talking about why I like them, and, you know, and how I found them, and all the criteria I use to decide if they're worth collecting. And I think that that's just education. It's sort of like do your own research, right? DYOR. I want to talk about that aspect of it as well. So people collect for a lot of different reasons, but I'm a long-term holder. I buy art because I like it. So that's like the first thing. You have to like the art, and unless you're just a stone cold investor, and then you might as well just be playing the stock market.
Cool. Well, I just want to say once again, Paul, thank you so much for your kind words, man. I'm so happy that you finally took me up on that old outstanding offer to get you up here on the WIP stage to speak to everyone.
Yeah, it took me a year to get it together, but I really appreciate it. Thank you.
I appreciate you showing up every week, hanging out, listening in, dropping your feedback, and making this community better and better for everyone. Like, the WIP is love, Metaverse is love, and it all comes down to the individuals who are creating beautiful work and sending out these positive vibes. So thank you once again, man.
You're welcome, man. Thanks.
And then next up, from that, we're segueing into the NFT attorney. And well, I hopped on a couple of phone calls with Jacob, aka the NFT attorney on Twitter. We had some really fascinating conversations, and I just asked him to come here. Don't give any legal advice, obviously, but just talk to folks about what's top of mind as a lawyer coming into the metaverse and the NFT space. So Jacob, who is also in Hawaii on vacation, Jesus, taking this time out to speak with us here at the WIP. Super happy for that. But Jacob, unmute and take it away, man.
Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, hey everybody. I guess figured I should give 2 seconds about me so that I don't just seem like a random attorney who wants to talk about stuff. Can you hear me well, by the way?
It sounded like there's someone in the background. I'm not sure if someone else's mic is unmuted.
We got him. There's a double whack needed to happen, but we did it.
Cool. You sound great, by the way. Proceed.
And so I got to see like gray space, right? Really, really chaotic, trying to figure out, are these things securities? What's happening? And that was just kind of a trickle over of me being interested. And on the tail end of that, I was like, all right, cool, I'll be a blockchain attorney. But I've got 2 more years of school, so what do I do now? So I actually started a blockchain company. I tried to take wills and trusts and hard code them into smart contracts. So, you know, a will or a trust would do what it's supposed to do automatically, and we could avoid court. Because lawyers suck. Lawyers get in the way of pretty much everything. But I'm a lawyer, and we have some utility. And I got pretty far with that company. I raised some venture funding. I almost sold it to Wells Fargo. But at the end of the day, the tech couldn't do exactly what I needed it to do for the courts to recognize it, right? Which is the smart contract dilemma in general. And so, you know, fast forward to now, I guess a few months ago, NBA Top Shots is the noob way to get into NFTs. But it was I was reminded of CryptoKitties, and I said, man, I really hated cats, or I don't hate cats, but I don't like cats. So when CryptoKitties came out, I turned down a bunch of free CryptoKitties from some friends in Santa Monica because I was like, I don't like cats. Why would I get one? And that ended up being a bad idea, obviously, on my end. But, you know, NBA Top Shots a few months ago turned into, oh, this is interesting. And now here we are. I've worked, 14-hour days, maybe more, spread between Clubhouse, talking to people like Matthew, talking to individuals offline, and then as of the last 10 weeks or so, I've worked with various agencies, brands, a couple of Fortune 500s, CAA, A3, like a bunch of the big talent, I guess, and some of it is digitally native talent, some of it is normal Hollywood talent. So I've been kind of in and around a lot of NFT deals at this point, and I usually ask questions like, okay, we've got 3 or 4 people involved. We don't have any multi-sig wallets that work on these major platforms right now. So who's going to hold the wallet, right? Who's going to deal with the tax implications or whatever? The most common collaboration you see right now with NFTs is one person mints the piece and then they plan to send half to their friend, whether that's Bitcoin or PayPal or whatever. And that's just a terrible idea long term. It's not good enough. So, I asked Matthew about Nifty's process, and are you guys recommending LLCs for people? Are you doing any entity structuring or tax advice or whatever? And his answer was the right answer, right? Which is no, of course we're not doing that. Like, we host and sell art. We're not accountants or lawyers. But I've just noticed this kind of big gap where accountants and lawyers are pretty important to this process for making sure things are done well. But that is like level 1 gray. The metaverse is like level 2, really like level 99 gray. So there are people coming to me basically every day right now saying, hey, I have a gallery in New York, but I want to have a gallery in the metaverse, and I want to work with this artist from Europe. And, what happens, what kind of contract do we need to draft? What's the jurisdiction? Like, they're never going to come to New York, and I'm never going to go to Europe. So what do we do with disputes? And actually, I'm giving that gallerist too much credit. I asked them that question. Like, where do you want to host the dispute part? Where do you want to do the ramifications of this contract not working? And the answer, was, well, I don't know. You tell us. And the more I look at it, the more I realize there aren't answers for a lot of these questions right now. Like, the truest sense of decentralization is the metaverse, right? So the goal is decentralized location, decentralized nodes. Like, there is no physical touch point to say, well, if something happens and something goes wrong, you could just sue in Panama, or you could sue over here or over there. Like, that's, in theory, none of that's an option, because there is no physical location or jurisdiction. And this could be basic contracts in the real world, of course, could help. But the point of the metaverse and NFTs long term, just like blockchain always has been, is kind of to not avoid the law in like the sense that we want to do illegal things, but create something that's so efficient and binary that you don't need law, right, to help make things get done. And so I know that at some point I'm just going to be kind of rambling, but this is just some of the stuff that Matthew and I started talking about with, like, take a real world contract. Like, this is something maybe that makes sense, like the gallery I mentioned. Say that there's rules around a contract, right? So you use Gnosis Vault, or you use some other multi-sig wallet in the metaverse, so it's easy to track funds. But what if you want to do a contract like a typical real world art contract that says, this will be the only location that you promote art for a 3-week period during a solo show in the metaverse? Well, how are you going to use one smart contract in the metaverse to look over and determine what somebody's Twitter thread looked like? Like, what if they're tweeting about different pieces in different locations? Or they have an opportunity to do a collaboration with another group and get paid in another manner, and it violates the terms of your agreement. There's got to be a way to hard code that, maybe, but more realistically right now, that's going to be a real world contract with real world ramifications. And I say real world, I'm actually not sure what the vernacular is that you guys prefer here at the WIP. I'm a WIP noob. I got on CryptoVoxels for the first time after talking to Matthew last week, but I'll leave it there, I guess. Like, obviously I'm open to Q&A, or Matthew, if you want to point me in any specific direction, I'm happy to. But yeah, guys, this is what I'm doing. This is my day-to-day right now, is just deep in the weeds as far as I can get on NFTs and out at the forefront with metaverse issues that are absolutely going to arise.
Cool. Well, thank you for sharing that. And there will be some questions. I'll pass the mic to my dude Show, who have a question of his own. And then if there's any questions from the audience, he'll help relay those questions to you.
Hey, Jake, what's going on, man?
Hey, Show.
All right. So the first question is from Blockchain for Prez. They would like to know, what legal issues do you think are looming for over-the-counter NFT trades?
Over-the-counter as in... give me a little more on that. Yeah. I mean...
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So we call it OTC here in the metaverse, where basically instead of using a marketplace as a medium, you'll transact with a
private sales or whatever.
Yeah, person to person.
Okay. Yeah, so I just talked to a guy earlier actually who traded a punk for art, right? And that's obviously a little different than ETH for an NFT, but whether it's ETH for NFT or it's NFT for NFT or whatever the trade is, I mean, technically under the United States, like tax code, right? Like, any transaction where you come out like with a gain of some sort, like, you're supposed to claim that on your taxes. And since I'm not any of your accountant or attorney, like, you're technically supposed to claim that stuff. And if you bought an NFT for 1,000 USD or 1 ETH, and then you sell it for 5 ETH in a private sale, like, you're supposed to claim on your IRS tax form that you had like an $8,000 gain in that situation. But it'd be pretty hard to track. If you know what I mean. Like, this is some things are gray, as in, like, how would the IRS actually find out? Like, that's gray. Now, if the IRS knew about it, it's not gray. It's pretty black and white that you're supposed to claim that taxable gain. This is where, you know, when you're looking at something a little more like Nifty Gateway or MakersPlace, like I don't know, you know, which platforms will end up giving out 1099s, but it's on such a the platform itself should be able to track via ledger like the movement of a piece compared to something that maybe you got off of OpenSea and has, you know, it doesn't have a place that it exists for the buyer and the seller and the off ramp. So question is, if they see it and it's known, then yeah, you're supposed to pay taxes on that. And if it's not known, then there's no one out to ask for taxes.
That's
I guess,
awesome.
well, the one more comment I would make on that is obviously if 15 grand or, you know, 9999, whatever the number is at your bank, if USD shows up in your bank account at some point, right? Like that's the moment, whether it was from an NFT or not. Like if money shows up in your bank account at some point and it kind of came out of nowhere, it'll just raise flags and they'll ask questions.
That's great. Next question we have is from Trippy Yogi. He would like to know, what does the future look like for lawyers as far as technical understanding of smart contracts and translating legislation into code and vice versa?
Yeah, so I'm a part of the, like, there's a Telegram group with the MIT Computational Law Group, and there's quite a lot of techies, I would say, who like to refer to themselves as, you know, they'll make the comment, I'm not a lawyer, but they'll say that quite a lot. And I think that's usually dangerous territory if you're listening to specific advice. But long term, you know, I do think that someone like myself, like I don't think it would be worth my time to read Solidity or like utilize it per se. But I do think that it will not be an overnight switch, like where the court's just going to be like, okay, smart contracts are cool now. I think there's like 2 states in the U.S. that even like recognize them at all, 2 or 3, and Wyoming and Montana are like way out front. So long term, law school doesn't even teach you how to run your own business. So law school is not going to be the way that it happens. It's probably going to be people like myself who get in the weeds and join and are part of groups like this and say, what does the community need, and how do we help make the system more efficient? And then, yeah, I think the technical understanding like is going to be key.
That's great. We have 2 more. Next question is from Huber Snacks. They would like to know, if there's a trade, how do you determine the value from a legal perspective?
The value of a trade. So usually there's so it depends if that trade has any current market value or not. Like if I trade you something that's worth 1,000 USD and you trade me something that's worth 10,000 USD, then like I had a 9,000 USD gain. But you know, just because we both bought the piece for 1,000 and 10,000 doesn't mean that's what it's worth in the secondary market. So some people will try to barter like I actually have a guy right now myself. I'm trading legal services for someone to work on my website. And we kind of talked about, well, should we just price legal services at $1 and price the website at $1 so we both don't have to pay taxes? But at some point it's just kind of fraud because you're like actively avoiding taxes. So determining value, you know, the few ways really would be, is there any market proof, right? Like if you looked at a CryptoPunk or something, there's a website with a floor for CryptoPunks and you know roughly what they're worth. So if you tried to say, I traded a CryptoPunk for a $1,000 thing, well, then whoever's on the other side, as of right now, would be receiving roughly $40,000 to $50,000 at a minimum, you know, and you gave up $1,000. So some of it's clear, some of it's not. Yeah, I hope that's helpful.
That's cool. And the last question is from Boulage. They would like to know, what do you think of this statement? We need better, maybe standard, licenses to use/showcase NFTs. At the moment, licenses don't really fit the model.
Yeah, I think that is a great statement because, you know, I've had I've had the thought of, you know, putting a 4K screen in my office, right? My law firm office, which is just me. If I put a 4K screen in my office and I really love a one-of-one piece that just stands out to me, and we'll take Pax Pixel from yesterday, right? Whatever. $1 million piece. Only one person in the world technically should be able to showcase that because they're the ones that bought it, right? But the JPEG is available for anyone. So there is going to be a weird, I think a weird situation where we still just haven't solved what it means to display something, and like at what point ownership actually matters. And as far as licensing for like a film or something goes, like it'd be really tough to, I'm sure there will be a court case at some point where someone says, you know, there's an NFT on a screen in someone's bedroom and it's a one-of-one, and the studio didn't pay $1.5 million to actually have that screen. You know, that one-of-one, they just wanted the thing in the room. And the question is going to be, how does that creator, or maybe the owner of the NFT, like how do they get paid off of that? And is that okay? Absolutely has not been solved yet. And these are the questions. These are the questions I'm actively dealing with every day. So it's definitely a good one.
There we go. Well, I'm really happy that we got a lot of questions in here. If anyone else has any questions or is interested in talking to Jacob, make sure you're following him on Twitter at TheNFTAttorney. He's a great guy. Jacob, thank you for taking your time away from the beautiful paradise that is Hawaii to be with us here in the Metaverse.
Yeah, of course. Thanks, guys.
Cool, thank you. And next up we have Cipher, which is comprised of Kinchasa and Ezincyrpto. So I'm not sure which one of you is going to talk first, but feel free to unmute and tell us what you're cooking up over at Cipher.
Hey gang, what's happening? It's good to be here. Thanks so much for having us. This is really an honor. This WIP is epic. This is the third one I've been to, and it just gets better and better. So thanks so much. Yeah, so I'm Garrett Legavitz, aka Kinchasa. You might have seen my ginger punk around on the Twitters. Yeah, I've just been into the NFT scene for a couple of years now, and finally just decided to take a go at it and go full time. We got into the Outlier Ventures Accelerator that started at the first of the year, and it's just been an epic experience. And what we've built is pretty epic. Just to humble brag a little, it's called Cipher, and it's this audio NFT app. But we built this DApp. It's basically this automagic beat maker we built. We've got this audio engineer, mad scientist, this kid James, who built this beat maker that makes beats on the fly that you then advance to this mic stage, rap over it, and mint it as collectible hip hop. It's what we build it as. So it's a super fun project. There's 8 of us deep. Easy just came on a couple months ago, I want to say, and he's just been crushing it ever since. So super stoked to have him as a comrade. And essentially, I don't know, the term Cipher, if you're not familiar, is like kind of this impromptu gathering, a circle of, you know, street poets throwing down rhymes. And so it has real deep roots in hip hop culture. And we just want to kind of embody that and bring people in and just lower the on-ramps to getting your content out there. We're kind of billing it as like a production studio in your pocket, you know? And with that, I kind of like to say we're in the business of bottling lightning, you know? If you've ever been at a Cipher, you know the adrenaline rush of stepping up to the mic and spitting. So we're building this thing out. We basically got it live it's on testnet right now, but it looks like the next week, 10 days or so, we're going to be live on mainnet and being able to mint these. And so we're just slowly kind of onboarding people, getting them to interact with the DApp and see what it's all about. But yeah, I would love to just keep the conversation with you guys going and have you follow our act. It's just really cool what we built. There's 8 of us deep, as I mentioned, and it's just super fun. Yeah, so Easy, did you have any comments on the DApp and what we're doing and up to?
Oh yeah. What up, WIP fam? I'm so excited and happy to be here speaking on the stage and talking about Cipher. If many of you know me, I dropped a rap like a year ago on Scent, And ever since then, I've been wanting to do Metaverse rap battles here in Crypto Voxels. The tech is finally there. And, you know, with others in the community, doing more audio NFTs, it's just a super exciting time. So yeah, over at Cipher, it's basically, you know, you're going to be able to have it on your cell phone. So like a studio in your pocket. Now, it's not a huge, crazy, fancy mixing studio. Like Kinchasa was saying, we got the AI Flowbot 5000. So you just hit a button, and that's pulling from a database of beats as well as samples. They got the tonal engine that was built to put those together. And so every time you hit that button, it's generating a unique beat. And then you're able to just stack up about 10 deep in the queue. You choose the one that inspires you most right then. Go to the next page, hit record, spit your flows over it, review it if you like it, hit another button. That moves you to the artwork page. So we've got generative art as well, which is trained on graffiti images. So we're calling it Spraygan. So then you get to choose your album art. The last step is putting up your title and putting how many editions. So it could be 1 up through 50 editions right now. And then you get to choose your resale royalties. From 5, 10, or 15% is what we have it on. We're super excited to get feedback from everyone. We're very close to launching a beta. We got a party tomorrow at 1 p.m. at the Cipher headquarters. You're all invited to the after party today after the afties over at Cipher, where we'll drop some tracks and let people flow. At the regular parties, we drop some ETH rewards for people that get up on the mic. We're going to be actually big news. We're going to be coming over to TokenSmart and doing some of the ciphers here. We're also going to be at the 420 Avastar's birthday party. So that's going to be really fun. That's Tuesday of next week. So much going on. I got to continue a little the Love Fest. Matthew, you know, a huge reason why so many of us are here from those early cent days, bringing people on, just showing them the love, helping them out. Got to shout out Connie Digital, another big reason why I'm here, where I am now. The support of, you know, so many people in this community and just pushing boundaries. You know, Vandal over at DAO Records. Space Painter's got something really special for us tomorrow. So yeah, with that, I think I've probably rambled enough. But yeah, we're just so excited. So there's links to everything over in event links. Make sure you check those out. Join our Discord, follow on Twitter and whatnot. And we have a little surprise lined up for you, I think, right now too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna spit the explainer rap here. This is just in a nutshell what Cipher's all about. And I just wanted to, just reiterate, just the Love Fest. My God, I mean, the NFT space has been so rad and so welcoming. I just feel so fortunate to have stumbled across this and just stayed down the rabbit hole. You know, it's just amazing what's going on. So can't express that enough. And yeah, just Vandal over at DAO Records for blazing the trail and in hip hop and NFTs. So definitely lots of love out there. And yeah, we just wanted to cue this puppy up, and we're gonna
do it.
Spit this. Here we go.
Cipher.
A lot of heart and soul, vision and dreams, all for what? A few pennies for streams. Yeah, I mean, it's all hustle, but the industry broke. Rapping for crypto, man, is straight up woke.
Straight up woke. Get that Bitcoin, baby, in your smartphone wallet. Collectible hip-hop is what we call it. Spit raps, mint tracks up a digital cash. Fresh beats out the bot, and it's into the hash. Mint scarce rhymes your fans can own. Cash in hand, rapping into your phone. Get them and flip them or hodl them tracks. Anybody can listen, but few own those raps.
Smart contracts, clapping y'all royalties. Every time the track changes hands, you remember demo CDs or MP3s? Dog singles breaking out now as NFTs. Get that internet cheddar with your craft. Ain't no Chuck E. Cheese tokens, kid, don't make me laugh. To make it flow real, limited edition. Get heard and paid now instead of just
wishing. WIP fam, Cipher.
That's it, folks. That's Cipher in a nutshell. We're just having way too much fun with this thing. So we really appreciate, again, you guys having us out. This is just so epic. Just having the time of my life. Been working on this thing for 9 months and full time for 4, and just, you know, I had some fits and starts in NFTs trying to build a project, and you know, it's taken a lot of soul searching as to what to work on, but I feel like I found my calling now. I mean, I grew up all skate or die, you know, freestyle with my crew back in the day, just clowning, and those were some of the funnest times of my life, to be honest. And I'm just so stoked to be here in this stage now, and in this space where we're seeing so many different technologies converge. And that's really where blockchain shines, is when it's combined with other stuff, with GANs and AI and, you know, other stuff that other folks are into, IoT, who knows. But yeah, we're just trying to embrace a whole host of people that, you know, a ton of talented folks who are working on this project. And, you know, we really just implore you guys to scope us out and refer any rappers that could come our way who want to get into NFTs. People are, yeah.
One thing I just wanted to add in is that one of the biggest things that Cypher is about is leveling the playing field for entering the music, and specifically hip hop and rap NFTs right now. We're going to be spreading to more genres. Hopefully we get like a reggaeton is the next one. But you're able to do all this without any, you know, the boundaries or the barriers are so low. You just need an ETH wallet. You don't have to pay gas. For now, until we get on second layer, the purchaser is going to pay gas. So, you know, we've kind of found a way to get it so any artist can come in. And the other thing is we're just having so much fun. It's so damn fun at these ciphers. We pass the mic around, like after we do the little, you know, battle competition, we throw on like a 7-8 minute track and we just pass the mic and flow off each other. And it's like back in the day when you were, you know, when I used to hang with my friends and just spit rhymes, and it just has this amazing feel of togetherness and excitement. So I really hope all you will join us in the Discord and over here for the upcoming ciphers. And just come give it a shot. You never know. We've already had people like shout out Alex Achatanga, who tried freestyling for the first time and found he has a real talent for it.
Yeah, I've just seen so many folks coming out of the woodwork, and that's what I think we're going to see is like, we want to unlock this like new middle class of rappers, you know, because like making it in music is tough. It can be this zero-sum game, all or nothing. And I really think NFTs are this new unlock. You know, not only does it bring artists closer to fans, but it's literally changing music distribution. And we're trying to kind of change production and just consolidate this thing. You know, the major labels have this tendency to kind of exploit artists. A lot of them get the short end of the stick on their record deals. So we really think that this app could kind of help find signal, find talent, find people coming out of the woodwork who otherwise wouldn't rap. And, you know, maybe they don't even want to blow up. They just want to spit some fire and make some money off of it. I mean, there's so many of those composition notebooks out there that are just gathering dust. And it's like, you know, come share it. Come share your story, you know. And like Easy said, we've seen people from all over the world spitting in, you know, Spanish and stuff like that. We had a guy, Saxman, who like did a solo with his saxophone in between bars. It's just so sick to see the creativity, you know. And so I just, you know, really happy to be here and just making plays with all you guys. And I hope we can really just crack this thing wide open, put dApps on the map, find a mainstream hit. You know, we're lazy minting like OpenSea so that creators can just create, not worry about insane gas fees, and kind of put that off onto the buyer. But you know, hopefully the content there speaks for itself, and people will be willing to ape into collectible hip hop. You know, what if that folk blows up and it's just like, man, I was there, I backed him. Like, I feel like the buyers are almost like the tastemakers. They're the label. They're the ones sort of kickstarting, crowdfunding their musical career in a sense, if that's the trajectory they want to go on. So yeah, we're just having way too much fun with it. But yeah, that's the app in a nutshell. And yeah, it's a ton of fun. And I'm a pixel art fiend, of course, as you know. So I've got pixel art themed everything, of course, because, you know, pixel chain till I die on Chain Gang. But yeah, this is so cool. So thank you guys so much for having us again. Did you have anything else, Easy?
Just you know, yeah, it's kind of almost like a Kickstarter for rappers or something, like a way to maybe get a little bit of discovery out there. You know, there are barriers for most people, and you know, we got a lot of the A-listers that can come in. They have the money, they can do big NFTs, and you know, quality or not, they're going to probably get a bunch of money for that. But coming in just at kind of street level and being able to get some NFTs out there, maybe you get noticed, maybe that moves into something bigger. So we're just very excited, and don't want to take up too much time. If there's any questions out there, show you the man.
Dude, when I saw that your name was on the list for presenters today, I flipped the shit, man. I'm gonna keep the love fest going because, dude, Easy, you know you're one of my favorite fucking people in the metaverse. I love you so much, dude. And truth be told, you've been talking about this idea for at least a year and some change. Like seriously.
Yeah.
Like nonstop. So shout out to you for finally manifesting this and making this happen. We would like to know. You mentioned Outlier Ventures. How did this come about? And I guess what do they have in the pipeline in regards to fully fleshing out Cipher without leaking alpha?
Yeah, of
Love
course.
you, brother.
Yeah.
I'll throw this to Kinchasa.
Yeah, and Easy, we're so lucky to have Easy. This guy, man, Vandal introduced us, about a year ago, and he had notions of doing a hip hop app, and it's just like the stars aligned. But yeah, Outlier was sick. We started in January 11th, and we're just rounding out the program, finishing it up, doing some fundraising and what have you. But what's epic is they are really the best in breed, Web3 accelerator out there. They had their diffusion event like a week ago, Wednesday, and it was pretty epic. Go back and look at some of the videos if you're game, but you'll basically see that there's major projects coming out of them. And what's sort of next in store is just building community, going live on mainnet and starting to cultivate community, and this is what it's all about, just hooking up with the hitters like you guys. And Outlier, I can't speak highly of them enough. But yeah, that's pretty much the long and short. It's just stay on the grind. And we've got some really dope features that are going to be coming out like on the heels of this. We're going to be introducing this meme mode. So you can check this box to remix a track, let your buyers remix a track, and you get a 5% cut of that. So you can get residuals, but like almost start like an audio meme, and just tell this story together. And, looking to do some, pro mode sort of style with that. So you can actually remix it. Collaborative ciphers, maybe even like a BeatStars marketplace style Tinder of rappers and beat makers. Like the sky's the limit. We're even looking at next year, like let's do an AI bot man versus machine and just see like who is the human even. Like technology is just going so far. There's these AIs can spit raps and do poetry and stuff now. So it's just kind of this playground that I just feel so lucky to play around in. But yeah, I don't know if that answers your question as to kind of what's coming out Outlier, but yeah, it's just been an epic experience. And we actually came through their program as Crowdfounder, which is like the startup studio I founded that Cipher is spinning out of. And really, Crowdfounder, you can't really juggle a startup studio and a proper studio yourself at the same time. So it's really become a process of figuring out what not to work on. And so we were fortunate to come through as that and just have steady hands guiding us all the way. So we've got that resource that I think is going to give us staying power. So it's not some fly-by-night project. Like I said, we've got some serious talent, in addition to Easy coming on, which we're super fortunate of. Yeah, our boy James Wenlock is this audio engineer, mad scientist. This kid's made music using brainwaves at University of Washington, like headgear and stuff. And yeah, it's just such a trip. We got Yusuf from Morocco, our Web3 guy, and a whole gang of folks who are just crushing it. So yeah, Outlier really gave us a lot of street cred, and the seed funding certainly helped just to kind of keep us afloat and pay ourselves to make a living enough to get by. And yeah, we're just so happy to be making these plays.
Yeah, one last thing that I'll throw in as one of the features that's coming for V2 is also we want to be able to work with people that might want to throw produced tracks in or some sample packs in, and those would be available only to people that have got some skin in the game and leveled up. We have a lot of gamification on the road and many more things that we're not sharing at the moment. But so there'll be like super rare tracks, maybe produced by some dope hip hop producer, maybe being able to upload your own album art instead of just using the spray GAN after you kind of hit a certain level. So lots of stuff that's still coming down the pipe. We're just getting started. And yeah, super excited about the little after party. We're going to be heading over to Cipher headquarters, staying here in this Discord, but we'll be able to throw on some tracks and people can jump on the mic and flow some. And that's going to be fun here just coming up in a bit.
That's awesome. I have a two-part. Oh, sorry, Matthew, go ahead.
No, man, I just wanted that awesome and fucking easy Kinchasa. You guys are killing it. Sorry.
Thanks so much, bro.
Oh man, thanks a ton, dude.
We had a two-parter question from Sandy Meows and Indefatigable. They both wanted to know who wants to battle, and can you please make an on-chain gang rap song?
Yeah. Oh yeah, love it.
Yes, we can definitely broker a battle. We just used this Groovy bot to play our tracks from Flowbot 5000. We upload them to YouTube now just so we can play them in Discord. But yeah, we'd love to organize a battle, man. I mean, Cypher is sort of like this like cool grassroots like hip hop culture sort of good spirited rap sesh. But you know, and in any old cipher, sometimes you'll get somebody observing the world around them, spitting some diss at their shoes or something, you know. So like battles are bound to break out, and they're fun nevertheless, you know. So we would love to hook them up with a session, get them in sort of as a feature in one of our parties. You know, we're trying to dial in Thursdays, but we've got our party tomorrow. But we're gonna start probably doing Thursdays. But yeah, battling would be super dope. We'd love to have you guys. And yeah, the on-chain gang piece of it, you know, we want to basically embrace just decentralization and on-chain gang as much as we can. It's a little bit tough with wave files being as huge as they are, you know, because we're going to probably be doing URIs to like a wave file and an MP3 depending on where you're listening and how, just for performance sake. But yeah, it's all about quality. It's all about keeping, you know, trying to get metadata on chain and stuff. I think capturing that. You know, I'm a big fan of what Jimmy at NFT42 has been doing. He actually was in the Outlier Ventures cohort with us, doing Infinity tokens, which I think they're kind of rebranding. But yeah, we really want to start working with them too to allow people to maybe even like upgrade their cipher. So like we're literally trying to create like a Kickstarter for rap. You know, these aren't like the most polished, high production quality, you know, songs when you're spitting into a mic on your computer. But to me, like this is this Kickstarter, you know, for getting people to get some studio time. And if you can slang like 10 editions at 0.1 ETH, I mean, that's huge. What you could do with that money. And then be able to potentially use, you know, NFT42's contracts to do like appendables. So like you mint 10 and then you sell out. Wow, that's awesome. I'm going to go into the studio and record this thing. You mint 100 then once you've dropped this track that you can upload. And then you retroactively airdrop those 10 to those initial backers and sell the remaining 90. And get people's stuff out there, you know, and that's just really what it's all about. It's just getting your voice heard. And that's the thing, is just it's such a noisy marketplace, and there's just really good stories to be told out there, and this new format is such an epic way to do it. I always say in my pitch and stuff, like we're moving from CDs to MP3s to NFTs, man. This is this new format. And so it's, again, consolidating and just making the distribution of music more equitable for artists and stuff. So yeah, let's battle. Let's try and get as on-chain as humanly possible. Let's do this right. Gold standard. We're already, you know, uploading to IPFS and what have you. But yeah, I feel you there.
Yeah, we're starting, you know, these are raw and organic, which is kind of part of the fun, but there's definitely a lot more down the road that can come with these remixes, mastering, and, you know, we can have some fun flows on-chain gang stuff, and then hopefully, you know, we can get some ability to be on-chain, like Garrett was just talking about. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff is still kind of going on behind the scenes that we'll be, you know, letting you know as soon as we kind of can.
That's amazing, boys. And again, what you guys are doing is really next level. Kinchasa, shout out for that nice new kind of way to think about what's happening now with NFTs, moving from CDs, MP3s to NFTs. That's sticking with me for a while.
Oh yeah, and it rhymes, so that's great. But yeah, I mean, it's totally on point. Like this is this new way to package stuff. You know, crypto is just like this watershed. You know, this has opened up a whole new form of store of value. And so crypto is money. I mean, NFTs are stuff. This is the future of stuff. That's not a small thing, you know? And so this is, you know, garnering a lot of attention in the media. And I mean, everyone just talks price. Like, And I love it when I see folks say, yeah, I'm here for the tech, I'm here for the community, I'm here for this revolution. This is really nothing short, just full stop, total unlock for a new form of engagement. And you know, the stuff that like folks at Abridge and Collabland are doing, the Hold to Play, the stuff that Whale's doing, you know, Whale, shout out to WhaleShark and that whole crew too, because they're our currency of choice for our airdrops that we do in our channel when we're doing freestyles for people that step up to the mic. And you know, the community, there's so much potential for cross-pollination, crossover. It's just beyond epic. So, yeah, I think that we're all still trying to feel around in the dark for the edges of where this thing starts and ends. So it's helpful to think about those analogies and just jamming like this with thought leaders, quote unquote, like yourself, you know, these players who are really at the bleeding edge. It's just really cool getting, you know, to rub elbows with guys like you and gals. So, yeah, that's sort of my take on it anyway at this point in the music context.
Mic drop. And yeah, I mean, Rizzo and I, we're going to be in touch with you. We got to get you on Mars, the Matthew and Rizzo show. So, but we want to wrap up this portion of the show. Easy, Kinchasa, Spherical, Jacob, thank you so much, every one of our speakers today, for killing it, for making this the 2021 unofficial surprise love fest. I was digging it. I think Rizzo was digging it, as well as the rest of the WIP fam. So thank you, everyone, so much. And before we segue into the acties and before we head over to the Cipher build, just pass the mic real quick to Rizzo if there's any last minute details to wrap up.
Yeah, man, I feel like, dude, I love you too, man. Well, we'll save my love fest for you for another day. I don't want to, like, you know, step on anyone's love fest. But no, dude, I mean, it's so inspiring, honestly, in all seriousness, to see like Kinchasa and Easy, like, so excited about this project that, like, obviously has legs. I mean, legit, we need to talk, like, what is Cypher's role going to be in Token Smart 2022 in Vegas? Amongst other things. So, it's really cool. I don't know. I'm speechless, man. I'm like very like overwhelmed in a positive way about like the love within this community and the support and seeing all the OGs like, you know, their hard work pay off. And I'm sure there's more to come for the people who, you know, haven't sort of found their niche yet. But, this is all like a testament to, you know, this idea has been in incubation for a long time and was just chipped away at. And the tech wasn't there and there were barriers. And, what a great, thing to end on here. Let's see. I don't think I have like a whole lot to close up with. This was an awesome whip. Yeah, hop in.
Hey, this is Jacob. I feel like the love fest isn't complete because I didn't say I love Matthew also, and I'm the only other person who spoke. So much love to Matthew from Hawaii and CryptoVoxels
Thank you,
wherever
dude.
I am right now, because we're gonna be in touch more, and I hope to help out with whatever you guys end up with. You know, random chaos in the metaverse. I'm one of the few attorneys that like knows the lingo, so bring me in, and you got me on your side. So much love.
Dude, Jacob, that was very observant of you, man, and that's a quality I like in my lawyer. So you're making a very good case for yourself here. Way to complete the cycle, man. No, thank you guys so much for coming out today. Yes, Vegas, baby. It seems like everyone who's here needs to be there. So let's make it happen. We got plenty of time to plan. Show, man. I think unless if anyone wants to interject real quick here, we got tons of stuff coming up here in Token Smart. Check the weekly calendar. I think this is the last big thing for today. We got a lot of music stuff going on tomorrow. Some killer DJs in the house. Just seeing all the Vegas gifts flying by. We want to get a pic for Paradox. We want to get up by the stage here. I'm seeing people say picture. People in CryptoVoxels, why don't we do that real quick before we pass the mic over to show? We drop the CryptoVoxels link into we'll get a love fest picture here. We could like throw up some hearts on the stage. All crowd around Matthew. There we go. Sorry, my caterpillar takes up a lot of room. I'll try and move him. Yes, everyone should be in Vegas. We got a lot of time to plan. If you want to be there and don't know how you're going to get there, we got a lot of time to figure it out. Let's figure it out. Somehow I'm just like walking into the step here.
Your pets are huge, bro.
I know, man. I keep feeding them and feeding them.
They're freaking awesome, bro.
Are we ready to do this? Paradox, you want to? Oh, Paradox, I think can't talk and shoot at the same time. That's like some Discord wizardry we haven't figured out quite yet. I believe that's correct. You want to throw up some hearts? It looks like we got everyone up by the stage. Let's throw up some hearts here. How do we do this? Press G, brings up the emojis, and then you should just be able to click on hearts. And I tried to move my giant animals to the back. They should throw up hearts too. If you have animals with you, they should do what you do. That's my next thing I'll start getting on Ben about.
That's a great idea.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like you got two things co-signing on whatever you're feeling. All right, how we doing, Paradox? Is that good? Does that GIF mean we're good? All right, we'll tell you what. Well, Paradox is done and done. Right on. All right, we did it, fam. The Love Fest 2021 is not quite complete until I pass the mic to our dude Show. And Show, I don't know, man. How do you take this thread, man? Do you just double down on the Love Fest, or are you here to ruffle some feathers today?
WIP fam. WIP fam. OMG. OMG. The feels. We've been in the feels. We've been hugging each other so much. OMG. Oh my God. But you know what? After a really good hug, you know what happens next? Do you know what happens next after a good hug?
What?
The truth sets in. Unfortunately, right? The Love Fest ends after the hug happens. The Love Fest ends after the hug happens. The presenters were hugging us so much. Shout out to all the presenters. Now this is the afties where the truth sets in. Holy shit, I need to find another hug. And it's not coming anywhere. In case you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about or who this is speaking, I am obviously Show. To some of you who don't know, hey, I'm the host of the Afties. The Afties is the after portion / segment of the WIP where instead of you running off to talk about everything that just happened and talking about the Love Fest and spreading the love with everyone else, you get to continue it here. You get to hop on the microphone and talk about what just happened. Yeah, hot takes and opinions only. So if you hop on the microphone, please phrase it in the form of a strong ass opinion. Hopefully that is very clear for everyone. That being said, I have a very strong opinion because shit has been happening while everybody has been all lovey-dovey. All right. I'm just going to say straight out that Ripple is a terrible coin. You're like, why are you talking about Ripple? Dude, we're in the crypto space. We're in the metaverse. All these things are affecting you. Ripple, right, is a snitch. And you know who else is a snitch too? Coinbase is a snitch. You know why they're snitches? Do you know what? Ripple is a snitch. Ripple just came under fire from the SEC, right? If you've been hugging too long and you haven't been coming up for air during the hugs, I hate a hug that suffocates me. If you've been suffocating and you haven't been getting air, right? You probably didn't notice that the SEC had been attacking Ripple for the past couple of months, and now Ripple is that corny ass kid in the class that say, hey, why am I in trouble? Look at BTC and ETH. Why am I in trouble? They should be in trouble too, right? Snitching. Ripple asked for discovery in regards to why BTC and ETH are not considered securities while XRP is considered a security. This will affect how many hugs and all the love that we're spreading about in the future if the government decides that, hey, you know what? Actually, you're right, XRP. You're right. BTC and ETH aren't. They're securities, and we need to fucking charge them. And yeah, everybody who became super wealthy and financially solvent because of all the success that's happening in the crypto space, fuck it. Just fuck it. No more hugs. No more hugs for you. And you know what? You know what else too? You know what else too? Coinbase, right? If you didn't ape in yesterday at 333, it was actually between 333 and 386. If you didn't ape in, right? If you weren't an employee of Coinbase and you didn't get the fucking coin, the stock coin and the actual USDC coin, right? You got no hugs. No hugs for you. No hugs for you, right? Thoughts. Let's go. So speaking of no hugs, this is no hugs during the Afties. Let's go.
Snitches get stitches.
Snitches,
snitches get stitches, and I dropped XRP like a lead weight. I wouldn't touch that shit. I actually dropped there's a cipher rap about that has a few lines in it about XRP. I dropped the other day. It's up on the alpha marketplace.
We'll be speeding right into the Cipher event after the Afties, just so everybody is clear. Just so you know, that was the introduction to the Afties. All right, we had 3 presenters, super awesome, and just like Easy said, there are no hugs here during the fucking Afties. I'm not hugging you, all right, at all. All right, it's all about your hot takes. All right, please ask to be unmuted in the voice channel if you have a thought about our first presenter, Spherical Art, doing an NFT podcast in addition to doing all of these awesome things in the crypto space for so long, right? There's no love, Spherical Art. There's no love for Headspace, Indefatigable. There's no love for the Headspace Gallery, all right? Here are my thoughts. Crypto artists, right? There are too many crypto artists in the space now, right? You don't have to be skilled anymore. I said this last week, but I'm doubling down. I'm tripling down. There's no hugs. All right. There's too much hugging. That means there's too much lukewarmness. All right. Hop on the microphone, Elbow. Hop on the microphone. You tell me. All right. There's too much hugging going around. There's too much glad handing. There's too much lackadaisical artwork being out here. All right. Anyone can be spherical art. Anyone can create the Headspace Gallery. All right. Throw some XRP at it. Make it happen. Thoughts. Unmute your microphones. Anyone can become a crypto artist nowadays, especially if you hop on Clubhouse.
It's called Paint by Cryptos.
Paint by Crypto. Whoever this person is on Discord, please stop enabling lukewarm artists. Who is Paint by Crypto? Tell them DM me. Tell that person DM me. Indy, stop giving me your shitcoin, your $1 XRP. I don't want the damn thing. You can have it back. They're the feds.
Hey, Show, do you want ants?
No, wait, who said that? Who said that?
Someone's in trouble.
Who unmuted and said that? I don't want. Oh, that's the Viking. That's the Viking. I don't listen. Hey, listen. Who I believe. Here's my theory. Right. Whoever created the ant coin is the same person behind Paint by Spherical, or was it Paint by Numbers, Paint by Crypto, right? They're the same person. They're in league with one another. They're trying to undermine the crypto space by teaching people how to become crypto artists over Clubhouse. Anyone can be a crypto artist. Anyone can be Spherical Art. Thoughts?
Well, nobody can be Spherical Art except Spherical Art. To the Clubhouse thing that you had mentioned, a lot going on over there. It's crazy, but DYOR, there's a lot of people over there that got in the space and read a few tweets, and they're like, I'm an expert. I read this tweet, so go to this platform. So just watch out. Yeah.
Watch out. Yes.
I agree, man. There's a lot of bad info coming out of there. I got into an argument with somebody who said that you could, I don't know, you could have transactions on blockchains without any currency.
Okay. How did that argument go?
I started to lose my temper, and then I realized it was a female I was talking with, and so I had to be very delicate. And I said, maybe we're talking cross purposes. Maybe you're thinking of certain things, and the words I'm using aren't the words you're thinking of. So I said, I'll DM you.
I mean, gender aside, it's the bar is low. I mean, people want to make money, right? People want to make money, press buttons, create the Ant coin, right? Maybe they'll put it on the Ant blockchain. If there's a bridge for ants to get off of Ethereum and have its own blockchain, then young lady, you'll be able to mint. You'll be able to mint whatever artwork she was trying to defend. Moving on. We're gonna keep this shit moving on just so we can hop right into the dope ass Cipher event happening right after this, right? Knowledge is important. Unfortunately, I wish that young lady who said that to Spherical Art would DM me as well so we can strengthen her knowledge in regards to what the fuck she's talking about. But maybe this next presenter, right, will be able to defend her if she makes a mistake like that. That the next presenter was Jacob, a NFT lawyer, right? It is very important to have knowledgeable people to know the ins and outs of crypto. Here's my hot take, though. I believe that the future / modern, the prototypical lawyer in the metaverse must be extremely well versed in Solidity. You need to be a programmer. You need to know all of these things if you are going to properly represent a person in the crypto space, especially in a decentralized space, right? This is a very nuanced space. You need to be extremely knowledgeable. You need to be even more knowledgeable than the loudest person in the room, right? Who will be the bullish and psychotic and crazy voice in the space trying to pick apart your entire argument during litigation. You need to know Solidity in order to handle smart contracts. Thoughts? Unmute your microphone, MK Dragon. Unmute your microphone. Who else is out there? Unmute your microphone, Juxton. Unmute your microphone, Carolina. Unmute your microphone, GB. Unmute your microphone, y'all. Danny Cass, unmute your microphone. You know all about lawyers and shit. I'm just assuming. I love Danny. Shout out to Danny. I'm just looking at the fucking voice channel. Hey, y'all, who's going to defend you when you're by yourself? GB told me be quiet.
People is scared.
I'm scared. Hey, blockchain for Prez, unmute your microphone, please. Off. You have to phrase it in the form of a hot take, my friend. Unmute your microphone. Unmute your microphone, blockchain for Prez. You are unserver muted, so hop right in and offer that counter. You know.
One of the best lawyers' speeches I've heard, I think. I like the dig at lawyers during it.
Wait, Easy. The way you phrased that, it seemed as if like you were saying, "Hey, one of the best lawyer speeches I ever heard was comma," and then there was silence. I'm like, Easy, what was it? What was this? Oh, but then you can't compliment me during the afties, man. The hot takes and opinions. Easy, you know better. Goddamn it, you better be phrasing hot takes during the cipher shit. God damn it, I don't know how to rap, so you better rap for me. God damn it, I need to hear some bars, 18s or whatever the fuck is a bar in the, I don't know all this hippity hoppity shit that you're doing.
We'll be dropping bars on lawyers.
Bars on lawyers. Hey, shout out to all the lawyers who passed the bar. Hey, I caught that, Easy. OMG with the double entendres. I don't know much about rapping, but double entendres are a major thing. You can make a lot of money if you drop a double entendre. I didn't pass the bar, but I know a little bit that you can't illegally search my shit. That's why I need a lawyer who knows Solidity. Thoughts and opinions. And if you knew who I just quoted, then you actually do know that I know very much about hip hop. But yeah, come on, unmute your microphone. Blockchain for where's that? Blockchain for Prez. Come on, you said you want to offer a counter thought. This is cross examination, motherfucker. Cross examine me. right? So I can hurry up and move on. So I can hurry up. Yeah, you're server muted. You've been unserver muted the entire time. Does anyone else want to offer some cross examination? You don't want to see me in the fucking in a fucking whatever the fuck you call it, where lawyers and judges and shit are at. Because I'm the jury. I'm the defendant. I'm the lawyer. I'm the judge. I'm switching roles. Sandy, you know, I'm all over the fucking place. Yes, thank you. I'm in a court. I'm the judge and I'm the fucking jury and executioner. Come on. Brendan, you know all about lawyer things and shit. You know, you've read a book or two. God damn it! All right, so then, hey, listen. So you know what that means?
I'll hop in and say again, lawyers suck. We all hate lawyers.
No.
Also, I might go learn Solidity. I don't know.
Hey, you know, you have to know the total. You have to know 360 degrees of the entire space. Again, 360 degrees of something is a circle, which is also a cipher. Again, another shout out to my brother Ezincyrpto. Again, I didn't pass the bar, but I know a little bit. You won't illegally search my shit. Next subject. Speaking of cipher, hey y'all, get prepared, right? Instead of a hot take, you're gonna hear some hot fucking bars. Thank you so much for coming to the Afties. Hey, provide your hot takes and opinions during this after party event with the good people, the good homies at Cypher, y'all. Hey, Easy, please. I am passing the microphone. I have spit too much all over my own microphone. It is melted, but yours is fine and dandy, my brother. Go ahead and do your damn thing.
All right, y'all. So I just dropped the coordinates to the Cypher HQ in CryptoVoxels. I'm grabbing them here on my phone to drop in the Discord. So we can all head over there. Just stay in this Discord channel. But if you want to jump over to the Cypher headquarters and check it out, then we can stream in some beats made by the Flowbot 5000, our automagic beat maker, and we can flow. We can flow together in the metaverse, yo. So we'll be looking for, you know, people that are going to want to jump on the mic. Kinchasa, you want to hop on and we can maybe we could cue something up. I would say
sure.
tag me at Ezincyrpto if you want to get on the mic, or we have a nice long track that we could just throw on, and we could kind of do a group cipher. Let's see, we will need to get people unmuted that want to rap. So anybody that wants to flow, thank you, Foxy. Everybody remember to sign the guest book. If anybody wants to flow, just tag me at Ezincyrpto, and then we can get some, actually calling all mods. If anybody tags me, can we server mute them? And that way, you know, I want everybody to be able to have a chance if you want to get up and just, you know, have some fun. We're basically just gonna spit some rhymes, and we got, I believe we have a special DJ that's gonna play us some music as well. So we can have a little like after the Afties after party.
Yeah. And what's dope too is if you've checked out the venue, that link that Easy dropped, yeah, we've got just a Twitch live stream in there. I know it's you guys kind of pioneered that game at the WIP, but yeah, we've taken a page out of your playbook and got this killer DJ Alex Keys coming on, and it's gonna be fun. So yeah, we really had a great time building out that headquarters. We had Voxel Architects, big shout out to them, folks at Crypto Motors, Leandro and company, just crush it. So, you know, they're the best in the business. And when I told my niece that I hired someone to build a Minecraft-like venue, she's like, "You can do that for a living?"
Nice, dude. I love it. The kids are where it's at. They're the future, man. We're just laying the groundwork. They're going to take this to the next level.
Yeah, so get out to the venue, scope it out. Easy dropped that link just a moment ago in the WIP. And yeah, I can queue up some beats if someone's down to spit. And just don't be shy. I mean, really, everyone's got a story to tell. And if you're feeling like you got the moxie, step up to the mic. You're in a safe place. Tag Easy, and I'll queue up something from Flowbot.
Yeah, and you know what? Everybody just feel free to jump on the stage. We can just jam pack the stage, maybe be able to get a couple nice shots, and anybody can just hop on the mic. So I'm looking back to my phone to see if I got anybody tagging me. Not seeing a lot now, but we could just we could queue up a track and just start flowing.
Let's do it, man. I'm gonna play a little bit of a fresher beat. Some of them are a little mellow. We're still rounding out our genres and stuff. Or should I play hitters? Should we come out swinging?
Whatever you do in the true cipher style, I'll just wait to hear what it is.
Oh yeah. All right. Here comes one, folks.
Yeah. We got lawyers at the whip. I'll be shooting from the hip. Jumping on stage, grab the mic, no bullshit. NFTs for days, yo. In my bag, Ethereum and BTC is not all I have. I rock shit coins galore. Sometimes they hit the floor, other times to the moon. Yeah, soon I'll be like a millionaire, catching stares as I ride my Lambo in the air. Take it, bro.
Yo, where we're going, we don't need roads. We ain't got no toes, we got Pepes everywhere, and then we just roll out. Roll deep, like little boat peep. Y'all bunch of shit if you're all about that PI shit.
Legit. Over at Cipher, we pass the mic. Everybody jump on stage and feel alright. We can mint that shit into NFTs. Got some spray can art for that shit, if you please.
Yeah, indefatigable. Get on that mic, yo. Somebody unmute this, bro. We gotta get out and just straight up show out, turn out. We got to rock out, and then we just know what about us. Oh, that was it. Indefatigable wants to step up, though, man. Oh man, we got a contender.
All right, I think he does. He's already got access to the mic, I believe. There's no server mute on there. Love it. Would love to get a bunch of guys up here. So yeah, Indy, go ahead and slide in on this next track. It's all you.
All right, I'll queue one up. I'm just searching for, there's so many chill ones. We got to get the hardcore genre going, man.
Yeah, we got the dev masters working on training this AI, and then it will continue to like learn and grow as more and more gets into the system.
No doubt. All right, I got this queued up. Y'all ready? Here we go.
Yeah. Straight gully New York style, going buck wild in the Token Smart Discord server on profiling, styling, dropping links to projects that might sync, but I don't care. It's like XRP ripped one. Ripple is ripping, my pants unzipping. Yeah. Keep it flowing all day, all night. Ezincyrpto got the mic.
Word.
Yeah,
Cypher's up. Cypher's gonna hit it big out the park. We don't care where we start. Down on the street where it's hella dark, then we work towards the light. The future is bright. Level in the playing field, it feels alright.
Yes, sir. You know when that money printer go fur, gotta keep it cool and act the fool. You know we taking all these cats to blockchain school, and we gon' rule from the top, you see, cause it's bottom up. Ain't no freaking dynasty, just gotta freaking level the field and just make ourselves a meal. So
yeah, chefing it up like I was Irv Gotti. Down with the labels, you know they shoddy. My man's in the back. East-West beef, what the fuck? This is global off the map. Yeah, and we ain't gonna stop the flow. Gonna drop every track that we got. You know we're going every day and every night. Global universe, keep the UTC tight.
Yeah, we flowing, knowing you're growing with the Token Smart crew on chain gang. Where it's at, yeah, my boo is even on chain. She shakes that booty. I'm like, take a picture, NFT, yeah, woohoo.
And the beat keeps going. The folks keep showing. And you know what? Everybody's growing. The education. We got the radio station. You better take yourself a vacation, cuz. Oh, yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
that was fun. Yeah, man. And this is a robot making these beats, man. That's just what's so novel to me. And you can look under the hood too. They're actually generated on the fly, compiled. It's just kind of epic. And yeah, that was fun, man.
This is what the cipher's all about. We just, have some fun. So anybody at all, you want to jump on the mic a little bit, just, hop on up. We got variety. We got mellow tracks. We got some hard hitting tracks.
No doubt about it. Yeah, just tag boy easy.
And tomorrow we are doing the regular cipher where we have some ETH rewards up. I think it's quarter of an ETH that we're going to give out to the top 3 flows. I always drop some whale at everybody that gets on the mic. Always dropping some, tips to people that are active. That's 1 p.m. Pacific tomorrow. We have Space Painter coming on. So Sandy, I know you love the Cookie Monster, and we have Space Painter coming to drop a track he did on a cipher beat. And he teased that some kind of Cookie Monster title for it in a tweet earlier. So I know that's going to be awesome. And then we'll have a lot of fun. We got some regulars that definitely come and show up and throw down and often walk away with some ETH. So I hope everybody will show up there tomorrow. Let me go grab the Cipher Discord just so that everybody can have that if you aren't already over there.
Yeah, yes.
Denali's in the house.
Oh, okay. He's in the server.
Let me make sure I get him unmuted. I know he's got some flows. I think he stayed up all night for this too, maybe, or something.
Denali DS, put it to the test.
Let's see. Where is he in the voice?
Man, what a set. What a scene. Crypto, man. It just blows my mind.
It is pretty amazing. I didn't see him.
You didn't see him in the voice chat? Yo, Denali, I see you in the voice chat, bro? Get in that channel.
Checking again now. It might just be Discord acting weird or something, but I'm in the D's.
D's what?
Oh, because it's alphabetical.
No, I mean like D's nuts.
Nice, dude. Well, I'm gonna hop back into this chat real quick and see if anybody pinged me up.